When I Dream of Jeannie premiered on NBC on September 18, 1965, it quickly became one of the most popular sitcoms of the decade. Created by Sidney Sheldon, the series starred Barbara Eden as a beautiful 2,000-year-old Jeannie who falls head over heels for astronaut Tony Nelson, played by Larry Hagman. Throughout 139 episodes and 5 seasons, viewers watched their playful relationship blossom into something deeper, with the two eventually marrying. It has since become a classic TV favorite and begs the question, who is still alive from the series? Larry Hagman as Major Anthony Nelson. Larry Martin Hagman was born on September 21, 1931. He became widely known in 1965 when he starred as Major Anthony Nelson in the hit sitcom I Dream of Jeannie, 1965 to 1970, playing the astronaut master of a magical genie portrayed by Barbara Eden. Hagman later gained even greater fame as the ruthless oil tycoon J.R. Ewing in the television drama Dallas, 1978 to 1991. During the 1990s, he faced serious health problems and was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, leading to a liver transplant in 1995. In 2011, he was also diagnosed with throat cancer but continued acting and returned to play J.R. in the 2012 reboot of Dallas. Larry Hagman died on November 23, 2012, in Dallas, Texas, at the age of 81 after complications from acute myeloid leukemia. At the time of his death, his estimated net worth was around $15 million. He was survived by his wife, Major Axelson, and their 2 children. Bill Daly as Major Roger Healy. William Edward Daly was born on August 30, 1927. In 1965, he joined the sitcom I Dream of Jeannie as Major Roger Healy, the humorous and loyal best friend of Major Nelson, becoming a familiar face in American television comedy. After the show ended, Daly continued acting in television, most notably as neighbor Howard Borden on The Bob Newhart Show, 1972 to 1978. He later made guest appearances on several programs, including ALF. Bill Daly died on September 4, 2018, in Santa Fe, New Mexico, at the age of 91. His estimated net worth was around $4 million, earned through decades of work in television and comedy. Hayden Rorke as Dr. Alfred Bellows. Hayden Rorke, born William Henry Rorke on October 23, 1910, in Brooklyn, New York, became widely recognized for playing the suspicious psychiatrist Dr. Alfred Bellows in the classic sitcom I Dream of Jeannie, 1965 to 1970. At age 55, his stern yet humorous performance made the character one of the show's most memorable figures, as he constantly tried to uncover the strange secrets surrounding Major Nelson. After the series ended, Rorke continued appearing in television and stage productions. In his later years, he was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, a form of blood cancer that gradually weakened his health. Hayden Rorke passed away on August 19, 1987, at his home in Toluca Lake, California, at the age of 76. His estate was estimated at around $2 million, built from decades of work in television, film, and theater. Emmaline Henry as Amanda Bellows. Emmaline Henry was born on November 1, 1928. She became well known for portraying Amanda Bellows, the elegant and witty wife of Dr. Bellows, in the sitcom I Dream of Jeannie. Her charm and lively presence added warmth and humor to the series throughout its run. Henry later appeared in several television shows, including The Bob Newhart Show and Three's Company. In the late 1970s, she was diagnosed with a malignant brain tumor, which forced her to step away from acting. Emmaline Henry died on October 8, 1979, in California at the age of 50. At the time of her death, her estimated net worth was about $1 million, earned through her work in television and film. Barton MacLane as General Martin Peterson. Barton MacLane was born on December 25, 1902, in Columbia, South Carolina. A longtime Hollywood character actor, he appeared as the strict Air Force General Martin Peterson in the classic sitcom I Dream of Jeannie, 1965 to 1969. At age 63, his authoritative presence helped add realism and humor to the show's military setting. Before television fame, MacLane built a strong film career with notable roles in The Maltese Falcon, 1941, and The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, 1948. In his later years, he retired to a ranch in California, hoping for a quieter life. Sadly, MacLane developed double pneumonia and was hospitalized near the end of 1968. He passed away on January 1st, 1969, at the age of 66. His estimated net worth was about $1.5 million, earned through decades of film and television work. Vinton Hayworth as General Winfield Schaefer. Vinton Hayworth was born on June 4, 1906, in Washington, D.C. A veteran stage and television actor, he joined I Dream of Jeannie in 1969 as General Winfield Schaefer, replacing the late Barton MacLane in the show's final seasons. His stern but occasionally humorous performance helped maintain the military storyline surrounding Tony Nelson. Hayworth had an extensive career with more than 90 screen appearances, including roles in series such as Perry Mason and Zorro. He was also known as the uncle of actress Rita Hayworth. Shortly after finishing work on the final episodes of the series, Hayworth died suddenly from a heart attack on May 21, 1970, at the age of 63. His estate was estimated at around $1 million. Paul Lynde as Alan Kerr. Paul Lynde was born on June 13, 1926, in Mount Vernon, Ohio. Known for his sharp wit and unmistakable voice, he appeared in I Dream of Jeannie, 1965, as Alan Kerr at age 39. Lynde became one of television's most recognizable comedians of the era, also beloved for his role as Uncle Arthur on Bewitched, and as the sarcastic center square on Hollywood Squares. Behind the humor, however, Lynde struggled with personal pressures. Living in an era when homosexuality was widely stigmatized, he kept his private life hidden, which added emotional strain. He also battled alcohol abuse for many years, which affected both his health and career. Despite attempts to rebuild his life, years of stress and substance use weakened his health. On January 10, 1982, Lynde died in his sleep from a heart attack at the age of 55. His net worth was estimated at around $3 million, reflecting his long and successful television career. Michael Ansara as Blue Djinn. Michael Ansara was born on April 15, 1922, in what was then French-mandated Syria. At age 43, he appeared in I Dream of Jeannie as the powerful Blue Djinn, delivering a memorable performance that audiences still recall today. Ansara also became widely known for playing Cochise in Broken Arrow and Commander Kang in Star Trek, showcasing his range across westerns and science fiction. His personal life included both success and heartbreak. Ansara was once married to Barbara Eden, the star of I Dream of Jeannie, but their marriage ended in 1974. Years later, tragedy struck when their only son, Matthew Ansara, died from a heroin overdose in 2001. In his final years, Ansara suffered from Alzheimer's disease, which gradually affected his memory and health. He passed away peacefully on July 31, 2013, at the age of 91. With an estimated net worth of around $5 million, he left behind a remarkable legacy across decades of television and film. Farrah Fawcett as Cindy. Farrah Fawcett was born on February 2, 1947, in Corpus Christi, Texas. She briefly appeared in I Dream of Jeannie, 1965, at the start of her career, but her true breakthrough came years later when she starred as Jill Monroe in Charlie's Angels. Her iconic hairstyle, bright smile, and the famous red swimsuit poster made her one of the biggest pop culture symbols of the 1970s. Despite her fame, Fawcett's personal life was often turbulent. Her marriage to Lee Majors ended in divorce, and her long, complicated relationship with Ryan O'Neal frequently drew media attention. She also faced heartbreak over the struggles of her son, Redmond O'Neal, who battled addiction and legal troubles. In 2006, Fawcett was diagnosed with anal cancer. She underwent years of treatment as the disease later spread to her liver. Her fight against cancer was documented in the film Farrah's Story, which inspired many viewers. On June 25, 2009, Farrah Fawcett died at the age of 62 after complications from the disease. At the time of her death, her net worth was estimated at around $20 million. Judy Carne as herself. Judy Carne, born Joyce Audrey Botterill on April 27, 1939, in Northampton, England, gained early recognition on American television with a guest appearance on I Dream of Jeannie, 1965. She later rose to major fame on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, where her playful catchphrase, "Sock it to me," became one of the show's most memorable moments. However, Carne's life behind the scenes was difficult. Her marriages, including one to Burt Reynolds, ended in divorce, and she struggled with heroin addiction, which damaged both her career and public image. A serious car accident in 1978 left her with a broken neck, further complicating her health and personal recovery. Although she later attempted to rebuild her life and even attended Laugh-In reunion events in the 1990s, Carne largely withdrew from the spotlight and eventually returned to England. She died on September 3, 2015, at the age of 76 from complications of pneumonia. Her estimated net worth was about $1 million, reflecting a career that once shone brightly on television. Woodrowe Parfrey as Henry Tracy. Woodrowe Parfrey was born on October 5, 1922, in New York. In 1965, at age 43, he appeared in I Dream of Jeannie as Henry Tracy, a small but memorable character. Known for his intense presence, Parfrey became a familiar face in film and television, often cast as tough or villainous figures. Before his acting career, Parfrey served in World War II, an experience that reportedly left lasting emotional scars. Despite personal challenges, including a divorce and the responsibility of raising his children, he continued to work steadily throughout the 1970s. He appeared in notable films such as Papillon and The Outlaw Josie Wales, alongside Clint Eastwood. Parfrey remained active on television until the early 1980s, including an appearance on Murder, She Wrote. He died suddenly from a heart attack in 1984 at the age of 61. His estimated net worth was around $1 million, built through decades of work as a respected character actor. Jane Dulo as Burly Nurse. Jane Dulo was born on October 13, 1917. A veteran performer with roots in vaudeville, she built a career playing strong, humorous supporting characters on American television. In 1965, at age 48, she appeared in I Dream of Jeannie as the Burly Nurse, bringing her sharp comedic timing to the series. Dulo had started performing as a child on vaudeville stages and later became a familiar face on television. She also appeared on the Jack Benny program and played Nurse Molly in McHale's Navy, roles that showcased her distinctive comedic style. Devoted largely to her career, Dulo never married and remained active in entertainment for many years. She died on May 22, 1994, at the age of 76, after complications from heart surgery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Her estimated net worth was about $500,000. Ted Cassidy as Habib. Ted Cassidy was born on July 31, 1932, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In 1965, at age 33, he appeared in I Dream of Jeannie as Habib, a powerful and towering genie who occasionally appeared in the magical world surrounding Jeannie. Cassidy was widely recognized for his remarkable height and deep voice. He became famous for playing Lurch in the classic sitcom The Addams Family, and also appeared in Star Trek as the android Rorke. Later, he provided the iconic roaring voice of the Hulk in The Incredible Hulk. Despite professional success, Cassidy faced personal difficulties, including a divorce and years of health problems. In 1979, he underwent surgery to remove a heart tumor. However, complications from the operation led to his death on January 16, 1979, at the age of 46. His net worth was estimated at around $2 million. The tragedies of the stars of I Dream of Jeannie have left fans with so much regret. Their lives, though full of pain, will always remain an inspiration. Who do you think left the deepest impression? Share your thoughts and help spread these stories.